Your air conditioner is not broken, but it's probably costing you way more than it should. And there's a reason most people never fix this, because the people who profit from your high electric bill don't want you to know how simple the fix actually is. Today I'm going to show you 3 fixes, all cheap, all easy, and one of them takes less than 10 minutes. By the end of this video, your AC could be working like it's brand new again, without spending a dime on a repair visit. Stick around, because fix number 3 is the one almost nobody talks about. And it might be the most important one of all. Let's be honest, every summer that electric bill creeps up. You open it, and your stomach drops a little. $200, $250, sometimes more, and it feels like there's nothing you can do about it, except suffer through it or call a technician. But here's the thing about calling a technician. Most of the time, they show up, charge you $80, $100, sometimes $150 just to walk through the door. And what do they usually find? Something small, something you could have fixed yourself, but by the time you find that out, you've already paid the bill. So you're stuck. Either you live with a struggling AC and a sky-high bill, or you pay someone else to tell you what's wrong, and maybe charge you even more to fix it. Sound familiar? If your AC runs constantly, but the house never quite feels cool enough, if certain rooms are always hotter than others, if you can hear the unit straining outside like it's working overtime, that's not your imagination. That's a system fighting itself. And the good news is, most of the time, it's not the AC unit that's the problem. It's everything around it, the stuff nobody checks. My grandfather used to say something that stuck with me. He said, "The machine doesn't need fixing, the house does." Back before central air was common, people relied on a few basic habits to keep their homes cool. And those habits worked because they dealt with the cause of heat buildup, not just the symptom. Sealing gaps, keeping airflow clear. Working with the sun, not against it. When central AC became affordable for everyone, a lot of those habits just disappeared. Why bother sealing a duct or cleaning a coil when you can just crank the thermostat down 2 more degrees? The AC became the answer to everything, and the old habits got forgotten. But here's the catch. Those old habits didn't disappear because they stopped working. They disappeared because nobody was around to remind people to do them. There's no commercial that says, "Hey, go clean your condenser coils this weekend." There's no profit in that. The profit is in the service call. The profit is in the new unit. So these 3 fixes, they're not new. They're old, really old. They've just been quietly pushed aside because they don't make anyone any money. Except you. They make you money by keeping it in your pocket. All right, let's get into it. 3 fixes, all under $20 combined. Let's go one at a time. Fix number 1, clean the outdoor condenser coils. Your outdoor unit, that big metal box, has thin metal fins on the outside. Over time, those fins get coated in dust, pollen, grass clippings, even spider webs. That coating acts like a blanket. It traps heat right where the unit needs to release it. Here's the key part most people miss. A dirty coil doesn't just make your AC less effective, it makes the compressor work harder to do the same job. That extra work? That's extra electricity. Every single hour the AC runs, here's what you do. Turn off power to the unit first. There's usually a small disconnect switch nearby, or just flip the breaker. Then, using a regular garden hose on a gentle setting, spray the fins from the inside out if you can get to the inside panel, or from the top down on the outside. Don't use a pressure washer. I know it's tempting, but high pressure bends those fins, and bent fins make airflow worse, not better. If the coils are really caked with grime, mix a cup of white vinegar with a gallon of water in a spray bottle, mist it on, let it sit for 10 minutes, then rinse. Vinegar breaks down grime without damaging the metal. Total cost? Maybe $1 in vinegar if you don't already have it. Fix number 2, seal the hidden duct leaks. This one's the sleeper hit. Most homes have ductwork running through attics, basements, or crawl spaces. And over the years, those connections loosen up. Tiny gaps form. And through those gaps, your cooled air just leaks out into the attic, into the walls, anywhere but the room you're trying to cool. You can find a lot of these leaks just by feeling around duct joints with your hand while the AC is running. If you feel air blowing out around a seam, that's a leak. Here's the part that surprises people. You do not want to use regular duct tape for this, even though it's literally named duct tape. Over time, the adhesive dries out and peels off, especially in hot attics. What actually works is foil-faced tape, sometimes called HVAC tape, or a paintable sealant called mastic. Both cost around $10 to $15 for enough to cover several leaks. Press the foil tape firmly over the gap, smoothing it down so there are no air pockets. For mastic, you brush it on like paint over the seam. Either way, you're closing up tiny escape routes that have been quietly draining your cooled air for years. Fix number 3, the window fan night swap. This is the one almost nobody talks about, and it costs nothing if you already own a basic box fan. Here's the idea. During the day, your house soaks up heat. Walls, floors, furniture, all of it absorbs warmth. Then at night, when it finally cools off outside, your AC is still working hard to pull that stored heat back out, slowly. Instead, in the evening, once the outside temperature drops below the inside temperature, put a box fan in one window facing out, on the side of the house where heat tends to build up, like a sun-facing room. Then open a window on the opposite side of the house, ideally on a cooler, shaded side. This creates a pull. The fan pushes warm indoor air out, and cooler outdoor air gets pulled in through the other window. Within 30 minutes to an hour, you can drop the indoor temperature several degrees, using a fan that costs pennies to run, instead of a compressor that costs dollars. Then, before you go to bed, or before the outside temperature climbs back up in the morning, close everything back up, and let the AC maintain that lower starting point instead of fighting its way down from a hot afternoon temperature. Combine these three: clean coils, sealed ducts, and the night air swap, and you're hitting the problem from every angle. Less wasted cooling, less leaked air, and less work for the compressor overall. People who try this often say their house feels noticeably cooler by morning, without the AC running nearly as much overnight. Put together over a full billing cycle, a lot of people see a real, noticeable drop on their next electric bill, not because the AC got magically more powerful, but because it's no longer fighting a losing battle against dirt, leaks, and trapped heat. Here's a quick bonus for you. Take a moment and check your air filter, the one inside your house, usually behind a vent or near the furnace unit. If you can't see light shining through it when you hold it up, it's time to replace it. A clogged filter chokes airflow just like dirty outdoor coils do, except this one's even easier to fix. Filters cost just a few dollars, and swapping one out takes about 30 seconds. Do this every month during the hottest part of summer, and you'll keep that fresh, efficient airflow going all season long. If this helped you out, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps this channel keep growing. And drop a comment below. Let me know which of these 3 fixes you're trying first, or if you've got an old school trick of your own that's been passed down in your family. Next time, I'm going to show you a trick for keeping your home cool that uses something most people throw straight in the trash, and it works even better than you'd think. Until then, remember, sometimes the best fixes aren't the newest ones, they're the ones everybody forgot.